have it pushed down now, you'll want a rubber mallet to do this. They usually don't just pop down because there's a ridge on the heads. There's a nice good ridge around it for the boot to snap over. So it usually doesn't just pop down. They're pretty tight, so you may need a rubber mallet. I worked this side down first, and then this side, it really doesn't matter. It's kind of just whichever side will eventually stay down, because you'll have to rotate from, just to keep it down, because you may hit here and this will pop out. So it's just kind of wherever it goes down, start there and then work the other side. And then I highly recommend getting a flashlight and a mirror on a stick. Really comes in handy to make sure it's seated. You just kind of find a spot where you can get it in there and shine the light on it, and get it to make sure it's seated right all the way. You don't want it loose. So that's all good. My hose here is good. I have my main wire harness. It's nice and loose. That's good. This is good. Map sensor's good. Flipper valve hose. And the connector's good. These are extra wires. This is to a 12-volt wire, and then this is to a power commander. This switch. That's for the LCD. So if you're wondering what this is, and if you're wondering about this, yes, I know it is ghetto. I had to take these off, and I went to screw it on, and all it is a rubber, just like on the fairing. The rubber that's right here that you put the bolt in, it's just a rubber with a metal thread. Well, they pushed into the frame when I was bolting it on, so there's nothing there. That's just a rubber washer there, and I had to use zip ties to hold this bad boy on. So it's nice and secure though. I know it's ghetto, but I'll have to order new things, because if it falls in the frame, you are not getting it out. So it's kind of a poor design, but I'm sure that's just to keep having extra holes in the frame. But as you can tell, do not push on it. Okay, so anyways, here was an ingenious idea I was gonna do, but I can't, because I cannot get that screw out. I don't know. I had a pliers on this, and I tried to screw it, but that just turns the thing. I may have to cut some of this rubber off and get a clamp, because it's still metal about right there, and then it's the metal line. I'm trying to focus y'all, but shitty camera. Don't buy a Nikon. These things suck. Okay, so what I was gonna do is I was gonna take the screw out and pop this off, and then shove it through my hole here. This is on a 5th gen. You would put a long Phillips screwdriver to adjust the hot idle. And so what I was gonna do is, maybe not with this plastic, probably wouldn't fit, but if I got like 2 rubber grommets on both sides and stuck that in, it would come out perfect, and the little knob would just sit right there, and it wouldn't, I don't think it'd be binding, because this thing can flex pretty good. It's binding now, but once it's stuck in, that would be awesome. But I cannot for the life of me get that screw out. As you can see, I'm already almost stripping it, so I'm probably gonna cut a little bit of rubber right there off and get some lock pliers on it, and then attempt to take the screw out. I doubt it'll show on the diagram, if like this, on the diagram they'll show like the screw here and then where it bolts into and blah blah blah. This probably, I doubt they'll show something that detailed. This obviously clips somewhere, and I haven't even looked to see where that does on a 6th gen. So I'm probably just gonna leave it like so right here. My fairing, the tank will come down. It if it's not in the way of the tank, because I don't want to cut that off. That's fine how it is. The tank doesn't, if it doesn't interfere with the tank, and it won't interfere with the fairing, because the fairing will be right here. So I'll probably just leave it right here because I can get to it. If the tank touches it, then I probably won't leave it there. I was just gonna put it right here, but then my fairing's in the way. So I mean, that would be the best spot.